A wake-up call for millennials, possibly. A troubling new study showing that cancers due to obesity are on the rise in young people especially. The American Cancer Society says adults ages 24 to 49 were more likely to get half of the obesity-related cancers than ever before here. The risk goes up to the younger person. The younger the person, the more the risk. The study researchers looked at talks about 30 different cancers between 1995 and 2014. Here to clear all this up, Dr. Daria Gillespie joins me now. She's an emergency room physician. Also, she's the author of an upcoming book called Mom Hacks, all about overall health for women and really families. Why do you think, Dr. Daria, that this is happening, especially when you hear young people? You think the younger you are, the healthier you are, but not so when it comes to this study.
Susan, that's a very good question. And what the study authors think is that as we've seen obesity rising, we are also seeing these levels of cancer, specific cancers tied to obesity rise. And as a doctor, I've seen due to more childhood obesity, more kids getting diseases that we think of as due to happening in older age, heart disease, diabetes. We're now seeing the same thing in cancer.
Do you think it's because the generations have changed in terms of, I talk about this a lot, exercise, and when I was young, you went outside, you rode your bike. Now it's more inside and video games, and they're not getting the exercise they need, and food plays a role as well.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things, and I think one, people don't realize how big of a deal this is. And usually I come on here and I'm telling you these things are not such a big deal, we can all relax.
Yeah.
This really is. And we've made some great strides in reversing the cause of death from cancer, but what this study shows is through obesity and our lifestyle, we can undo all those good gains.
And what is the advice that you have that we can kind of undo that? Because the study's frightening. Is it more exercise, getting out more, and making better choices?
So I like to give people really easy hacks and tips. So for one, it's not blaming people. It's not about depriving them or quick fixes. So number one, helping them break that sugar really addiction or dependence, high sugar, salt, fat, those foods that are just irresistible.
And sugar's in a lot of things you may not be aware that it's in.
74% of foods in the grocery store, I'm glad you brought that up, have added sugar. So helping people break that hidden sugar and that sugar addiction, because it's not just as easy as saying, hey, don't eat that donut. Number two is put down your devices, especially for little kids, because what this study shows is the more you're exposed to obesity, the younger you are, the higher your rate of cancer.
And
so
I think that
put down the
connects
device.
to number three.
Exactly, which is, yes, so if you put down the device, you're not only going to get more exercise, you're going to get more sleep, which studies have also shown sleep is tied to our waistline and obesity.
And I always hear, don't sleep with the cell phone near your bed.
You are right. You've been reading my book. But no, actually tell your kids, and for adults as well, plug the cell phone in outside your room because it impedes all of our sleep.
And they do what you do, not what you say. So yeah, they mimic you. Dr. Daria Gillespie, thank you.
Thank you so much,
I'm excited
Susan.
for your book. Can't wait to talk to you.
Thank you.
See ya.